Gonna go buy tampons. I bought tampons because I've never bought them before.
My friend needed tampons, so I went and bought her the box of tampons.
I don't know, let's do an unboxing. This thing does not go up inside you. Like, where does that go?
I know where the tampon goes.
What do they even have?
What the?
Making a joke out of it, and I'm here to say that I'm not doing that. And you're just transphobic, and I hope that one day you're able to come around.
I love that little phrase. It's just transphobic. You're just transphobic. You're being turfy. That's really turf-like. All of those phrases are just perfect get out of jail free cards. And it's kind of unfair that they get to use that, but I can't. Like, if I steal cheese from the grocery store, I can't just say that you're being transphobic when the security guard stops me and makes me pay for it. Like, it's really unfair. Maybe I should change how I identify in order to get some of these benefits that I'm seeing here.
There could be a day where you meet someone who uses neopronouns. More than likely, though, you won't, because they don't even want to be near somebody who won't respect their pronouns.
I find this absolutely hilarious because, one, this is the only quote-unquote minority where you can just not say anything and no one can tell and there's no difference. Like, if I walk into literally any store here in Hungary, you can look at me and see that I'm black. I can't pretend that I'm not. And so I'm immediately going to be hit with assumptions about who I am based on my appearance, based on who I am. And secondly, people with neopronouns, people who have gender, whatever, are the most out there people. Like, they want you to recognize them. But if you do recognize them as being non-binary or a gender haver or whatnot, then you shouldn't recognize them because you're stereotyping. But they also want you to definitely pander into their feelings about their gender. So I don't know what kind of people you've been hanging out with, but this is the opposite of literally every interaction I've ever had with someone that has pronouns of any flavor, and especially those with neopronouns. Although admittedly, a lot of those are just people who are terminally online, teenagers, and people who really just need to go outside and socialize with people who are not online 24/7.
So just take a deep breath and remember, the world doesn't revolve around you.
No, it doesn't revolve around me. So I really don't care if someone mistakes me for a boy, or they say mister, or they don't react in a way that I want them to react to, because I understand that I cannot control how other people react to and treat me. I can only control my reactions and my perceptions. I really think you've got this backwards when it comes to who's getting fussy and who isn't.
It's so funny that the person who is equipping people with pronouns to refer to themselves as like Starburst and Lorax and Lemon is telling other people that the world does not revolve around them. It's almost like the very act of choosing neopronouns is insinuating that the world somehow revolves around you, because you, a regular he, him, or she, her like everybody else, thinks that you are so unique and special that you deserve your own set of pronouns that you've picked from the sky and told people that they need to respect. I try to be as sympathetic as possible to some of these ideas that are coming out right now, but I'm also going to be truthful in that the people who are adhering to normal pronouns are not the ones who think the world revolves around.
So, like, slight disagreement, because this is a conservative creator and I do not know what she feels or thinks about, I guess, regular trans people, but the people who are going by opposite sex pronouns, the transidentified men and transidentified women and non-binaries, they're still annoying. They still think the world revolves around them. They still get you fired if you refer to them as their biological sex, if you disagree with them, if you don't adhere to their religion. That it's not a matter of how cringe you are. It's just a matter of if you believe in gender ideology, you tend to be a bit narcissistic and self-centered.
That defensiveness comes from white supremacy culture.
So there was a really significant study published in 2019 that measured the political values of different groups within the LGBT acronym. This was the study. It was called A Rainbow Wave, LGBTQ Liberal Political Perspectives During Trump's Presidency, an Exploration of Sexual, Gender, and Queer Identity Gaps. And what this study found was that though so-called trans women were likely to identify as having liberal and anti-racist values, when you ask them specific questions about the kinds of policies they support, they were the group that had the lowest level of liberalness. particularly on race and immigration. They rated lower than so-called cis men. Here's a graph of those results. So there is one group you kind of have to be worried about white supremacy with. It's not cis women.
Again, I love how they like to paint, like, it's okay to be misogynistic, it's okay to be mean, if you just put white in front of it. And especially cis, white and cis together, oh, you've removed any protections that a woman might have, because she also faces discrimination. Nope, she's white and cis, boom, perfect target. And I mean, it shouldn't be a surprise considering how many trans women are proud and loudly declared that they were on a path of white supremacy and they could have been a Nazi or a trans girl and they chose trans girl. I still don't feel comfortable with you being near me. Like, you don't just suddenly heal from being a Nazi, especially when you've done literally no introspection, no work on yourself, when all you've done is learned how to fetishize women of other races. Like, you're the callous from inside the house, as it tends to be.
Honestly, don't know what to do, but, there was, a really bad experience. Basically, I was just getting a drink at the bar, and they called both Azul and I ladies. After they were done making the drink, I went up, and I was like, some people don't refer to themselves as ladies, but it's okay that you didn't know. And in a gay bar, so I should feel safe.
Okay, number one, I worked with children long enough to know when someone is fake crying. Secondly, her face is just the ugliest fake crying face I've seen in an adult woman. Thirdly, going to a gay bar means that you are safe as a gay person. They don't have to coddle your feelings. I've been to plenty of gay bars where, I've gotten shitty service from the bartenders. It doesn't make me feel unsafe. They're not gonna, assault me or kick me out or call me names. They're just not being, super nice, which no one is required to do. Yeah, it's nice if someone's nice to you, but niceness isn't a requirement. And also, you're the one who started this issue up. I've literally, before I left Cambodia, I had a gym that was in a mall, and at the bottom of the mall was a Starbucks, and I would go there every day and get Starbucks after my workout. And when I would go there, one day, one of the bartenders, BB, wrote, "Have a nice day, handsome," on the cup. And it took me a solid 2 days to realize that, oh, he thought I was a dude. He was a gay guy who was flirting with me because he thought I was a twink. And you know what? I didn't go back and storm over and be like, "Hey, BB, I'm a woman." What would be the point in that? It's a 5-minute interaction, if that. Why are you taking it so personal? And it's at a club. You don't have to take things personally all the time. It doesn't destroy my confidence or my self-esteem or my feelings if someone calls me a guy, or if they think that I'm from Africa or something, or Asia instead of from the US. These things literally do not matter, and especially so when it's a stranger who you're getting a service from. You're making a mountain out of a molehill, and I thought we grew out of that when we left middle school.
Too bad turned it around. They got so mad at me, and they took the drink away from my wife and I. He hit the bar, because he was like, "Are you serious? You're doing the same thing to me. How?"
It literally sounds like you decided to make a fuss because the bartender served you and was like, "Enjoy your drink, ladies," after which you're supposed to take your drink and leave. If you want to complain to your wife, go ahead. But you were the one who made this into more than it had to be. You were the one who decided to make a problem. And you know what? He probably thought that you drank too much if you were going to be annoying like that.
And then they kicked us out. I didn't think that was gonna happen. How am I supposed to feel? This was the first time that I've told somebody I felt brave enough to tell somebody my identity. I just wanted to let him know, and I told him it's okay that you didn't know. He was still mad at me for being myself.
Because yourself is preachy, pretentious, annoying. Yeah, I could see why someone would be mad about that. And funnily enough, I literally just went to this lesbian party in Budapest the other day. And there's I tried doing research, and there was one very misleading article that was there are 7 lesbian clubs. No, they're all gay clubs. And there's one lesbian party a month. And I went to it, and you know what? It was 50% men, and the only woman who talked to me was a man in a dress. I wish that people would have you know, the bravery to kick out annoying people more often. Like, if I was in charge of throwing a lesbian party, I would literally kick out every man in a dress and every annoying person with pronouns. It would be a party of maybe 10 people, but at least I'd have fun. Oh, and to be clear, she goes on for like 2 more minutes in this video, which I'm not going to bother showing you. Anyhow, this video's topic was TikToks about self-centeredness, selfishness, you know, everything about the self that is annoying, regarding the gendered community. I do hope they heal from their afflictions soon, but it does take quite a lot of effort to get your head out of your ass. If you guys like this content, let me know. I'm trying to figure out how to get out consistent 3 to 4 times a week videos without, you know, dying of writing a bunch, and these are definitely a lot easier to do than writing a 6,000 word script. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, let me know in the comment section down below, and if you are interested in supporting my work, I release videos 2 days early and scripts the day of on my Patreon. You can get in for as little as I think $3. It really does help, especially because I'm saving up to go back to school. Yes, I know, I just finished and I'm trying to go back for a master's in psychology. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.